From the outside, Daniel and Lisa Carter were the perfect suburban couple. Living in a quiet cul-de-sac in Charlottesville, Virginia, they had a beautiful two-story home, a Labrador retriever named Max, and a daughter in preschool. Daniel, 36, was a software engineer. Lisa, 34, worked part-time as a yoga instructor. Neighbors described them as friendly, always waving and hosting occasional BBQs in their backyard. But behind the smiles, cracks had begun to form. Daniel often worked long hours. Lisa, once content being a stay-at-home mom, had grown restless. By 2021, their conversations were more about bills and chores than dreams and plans. Yet no one could have predicted how far things would spiral. It was a rainy Thursday night in October 2021 when Daniel's world shifted. He was working late at his office when his phone buzzed. "Hey, just checking, are you still out of town this weekend?" The message wasn't from Lisa. It was from a number he didn't recognize. Curious, Daniel texted back, pretending to be Lisa. "Yeah, I'm still going." "Why?" The reply came quickly. "Cool. Can't wait to have you all to myself again." Winking face. Daniel stared at the screen, his stomach dropping. Lisa had told him she was visiting her sister in Maryland that weekend. But this wasn't about a girl's trip. Daniel didn't confront Lisa right away. Instead, he watched. He noticed how she guarded her phone, taking it to the bathroom, sleeping with it under her pillow. She'd started going out more, claiming late classes or extra shifts at the yoga studio. He checked her mileage. She'd driven 200 miles last Saturday, yet the studio was only 10 miles away. Daniel's heart ached. He loved Lisa. But something was happening, and he couldn't ignore it. Unsure how to proceed, Daniel hired a private investigator, Mark Reynolds, a former cop known for discretion. Within 2 weeks, Mark delivered a manila envelope filled with photos. Lisa, kissing a man outside a hotel. Lisa, holding hands with him at a bar. Lisa, entering his condo at night and not leaving until morning. The man was identified as Eric Dalton, 38, a gym manager from across town. Divorced. No kids. Daniel felt rage, heartbreak, humiliation. But he also felt something darker. Daniel waited until their daughter was asleep. He set the photos on the kitchen table and called Lisa downstairs. She froze when she saw them. "How long?" Daniel asked quietly. Lisa swallowed hard. 6 months. "Do you love him?" Tears filled her eyes. "I don't know." Daniel clenched his jaw. "Are you leaving me?" Lisa shook her head. "I don't want to destroy our family." But Daniel wasn't convinced. He felt like a stranger in his own home. Unknown to Daniel, Lisa had been planning more than an affair. In secret texts uncovered later, Lisa and Eric discussed life insurance policies, routes Daniel took home, even joking about accidents. "Eric, if something happened to Dan, we'd be set." "Lisa, I've thought about that." Authorities later retrieved searches from Lisa's laptop. How to make a murder look like an accident. Can insulin overdose be traced? Untraceable poisons. Daniel had no idea his wife's betrayal went beyond cheating. Until the night she tried to act. On November 12, 2021, Daniel came home from work feeling unusually dizzy after dinner. He stumbled into bed early, struggling to keep his eyes open. Hours later, he awoke disoriented, his chest pounding. Lisa sat beside him, pretending to comfort him. "You're just tired," she whispered. "Go back to sleep." But Daniel's instincts kicked in. He called 911. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital. Blood tests revealed high levels of benzodiazepines, sedatives he hadn't been prescribed. Lisa claimed he accidentally took the wrong pills. But police began investigating. A chilling break came when Eric, paranoid Lisa would betray him, confessed their plan to a friend who turned out to be a police informant. Eric admitted Lisa had been slipping Daniel sedatives, hoping to induce a fatal heart attack. If that failed, they discussed staging a car crash. Undercover officers wired Eric for sound. They recorded Lisa agreeing to speed things up so they could move on. "Lisa, I can't keep waiting. He needs to be gone." On December 3, 2021, Lisa was arrested at the yoga studio, still in her workout gear. Eric was picked up the same day. Lisa faced charges of attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and tampering with food and drugs. Eric faced conspiracy charges and accessory charges. Daniel, devastated but alive, filed for emergency custody of their daughter. Neighbors were stunned. "She seems so normal," one said. "We had no idea." In May 2022, Lisa's trial began. The prosecution presented chilling texts, internet searches, the wiretap recordings, and expert testimony about the drugs in Daniel's system. Lisa's defense claimed she was manipulated by Eric, emotionally abused, desperate to escape a loveless marriage. But the jury wasn't convinced. After 6 hours of deliberation, they found Lisa guilty on all counts. She was sentenced to 28 years in prison. Eric received 15 years after a plea deal. Daniel sold the house, moved to another state, and rebuilt his life as a single father. In interviews, he reflected, "I thought cheating was the worst thing. But the betrayal ran deeper. She wasn't just unfaithful, she tried to kill me." To this day, Daniel wonders what signs he missed. "If I hadn't woken up that night, I wouldn't be here."